Okay, we had Road to Las Vegas round 5 today by Jack Franken. We got the shush picture, which we were all hoping for. And this was a really fun case. It's the only case I've done where I don't think I could have done any better. Like, everything was smooth for me all the way through. Didn't quite get level 7 out in time, but I'm really happy with the score. I came 14th after 2 really bad rounds, the last 2 rounds. So hopefully that gets me back on track to be a seeded player again at knockout stage. So we have a tower defense game. Various forecasts are running down this path, trying to get to the end file, the final budget file, and we can place towers that will do damage to these rogue forecast files, and the towers have certain ranges. So quite a fun and humorous case if you read the flavor text. But let's get into the solve. So first of all, what is the HP of all enemies in level 2? That's going to be the sum of x lookup all enemies in level 2, which is here, in here, and return the HP. Then we have how many tiles are on the game board. So for this one, I basically copied the tab out, and I just deleted everything, put a 1 here, and then copy, and then there's a robot command to paste values over similar background colours, so that just puts a 1 in every brown cell. I tend to do it like that because the Control H way like this, where you find by format, will also affect borders unless you change it, so this is just a quicker way to do it. So I just need the sum of that map now, basically, which is 127. So 127. And then we'll do some questions, and then we'll come back to the rest of the bonuses later. Okay, level 1, how much gold do we get for killing the enemies? So we look up the enemy in the given table, and we take their gold, the gold when killed, and we multiply it by how many enemies there are. So that one's nice and easy. Next up, we want to know how many times the corporate tower would need to attack to kill the enemy. So let's get the health first of all, which is here, and return HP. And then let's get the damage from the corporate towers. So here's the damage from the corporate towers. It's going to be in here, return the damage. So we basically want to do this number divided by this number, but we want to round up because we can't have partial hits. So round up to 0 decimal places, and that should be our answers. Okay, next up, how much would it cost to put together the following team? So this is where I started to make a data table. So to call all of this stuff, and then I just did text split this on an X, and then I just looked up the cost. So look up these in here and give me the cost, and then I did those multiplied by the numbers, and then we just want to do equals the sum of those, and that should be our data table done. Okay, on level 4 we want to know how many path cells the corporate tower can see. So first of all, let's get the range out. So if we get the range of these, so we can look for that in here and return the range. And I'm just going to label this sheet MP for map. So I can then use my closest on map lander here. Say closest on map, I want map. Here's my start. Here's the distance I'm allowed to travel. And what that will do is it will only show me where there are things in a cell. So this is what's in the cell, this is the address, and this is how far they are away. So I can take the first column of that and just sum it up, and that's how many cells I can see. So that's that one. Okay, level 5, how much health will a forecast have when it reaches the final budget? So I'm actually going to do this in a data table again. So let's say, let's just grab all of this info, I think. So I want to go like that. Corporate towers here, rogue forecasts here, and then let's say X look up this in here, give me this. And then let's look up all the details for this rogue forecast. And then what can we see, or how many cells can we see? Let's say closest on map, map start here, and this is the range. And again, we want to take only the first column of that and sum it up. So that's how many cells we can see. And I need to multiply that by the damage, because we're going to do that much damage in each of those cells, and then do the health of the forecast minus the total damage. So let's say equals that, and let's data table it all. I think we get an error here because we can't see any path cells. So I'm just going to put an if error on the end of that, say if error, it's 0. We can't see any cells. So that should be level 5. Okay, and then on to level 6. There's a lot of text here, but essentially we're going to have some towers placed and a load of forecast files trying to get to the end budget file. And we want to know where they die and when the final budget file dies, basically. So this is just going to be a big model. I think I will probably build it off of this level 5 that we already have. So let's just change our data table. Questions. I do need to make another piece of VBA that does the next question and keeps everything here, because I don't have that yet. So I might do that tonight. Anyway, and let's say equals to_col of this stuff. It's actually from here. And then let's text split that. So text split this on a colon. That will give us the tower and the address. I should be able to come in here and drag this down. Just need to lock some cells. There we go. And then let's do to_col of all of this stuff. And do some more locking here. And there we go. That's all of our details out. And then the only thing I really need to do is figure out how much damage is done in total along the path. So let's quickly transpose this stuff, and let's neaten it up, and let's do closest on map. This cell range is this, and let's do our take, so sum take first column, and let's do our if error 0, and let's times it by the damage. So then our total damage is going to be the sum of these things. And then we can see the HP left of each of the files as they go down the road. So it's going to be the health minus this, and it's going to be the max of that or 0 because it's going to be capped. So let's say max of 0 and that. And now let's add the health of the final budget file down here. So it's going to start at 1000, and it's going to be equals 1000 minus if this, so if this is a number, then it's the damage, otherwise it's 0. So everything that's still alive does some damage. And then let's say end, and that's going to be where this is less than or equal to 0. So let's find where the game ends. So let's xmatch true in here. So we end at turn 87, which matches the example. And then we need to also calculate how many forecasts died. So let's say take from here 87, so that's everything before the final budget file dies, and we want to know which ones of those are dead. So let's say that equals 0, and let's do sum of minus minus. Then we can say equals this and semicolon and this, and that should be all of our answers. And then we can use level 6 to do the rest of the bonuses. So let's do all of them. First off, across all tower placements, what's the maximum number of tiles seen by a single tower? So that's a bit like level 4 here. So we know it's going to be this partner that has the biggest range. So let's say equals flatten the map here. That's going to give me what's in the map and the address. I actually have an option to show blanks because this only shows me things that are in cells. So let's include the blanks. And then I'm going to say filter this where this equals 0, so we're not on a path because towers can't be placed on paths. I should technically exclude these as well, but I know that's not going to be the right answer because there's not much path around there. So let's say closest on map, our map, this cell is a range of 4 because partner has a range of 4. And let's do sum of take that first column, and I think we'll want to put an if error 0. If error 0, in case we can't see any path. And the max of that is 31. So 31. Okay, bonus 4. Within level 6, how many times do you successfully kill forecast v2 final. So I'm going to say hstack the name and health remaining at the end. And then I'm going to say take from there 87, because that's where the game ended. And then I'm going to say filter this, where the first column, so take this 1 equals, and I think it was forecast v2 final, I think it's this one. So let's just do that for now. And then I want to filter again where the health is 0. So let's add a second filter. So it's going to be that times another argument, and that argument is going to be very similar, but I'm going to take the second column and have it equal to 0, which means they died. And now I just need how many rows are there. So let's say rows of that, and let's say equals this, and our data table should recalculate. We have some errors. I think we need an if error 0. So if error 0, and our total is 87. So 87. Okay, bonus 5, how much gold is earned by killing rogue forecasts across all level 6? Should be quite easy. We can just adapt this to remove this part of the filter. And let's remove the rows. And then we should get everything that we killed. And then we just need the gold from them. So let's say take that 1, and then let's xlookup that in here and give us the gold. So there's the gold, and then we just need to sum it up. So let's say sum. And then this is already set up, so it's 887. 887. And this is exactly where I got to in the real thing. I had about 3 minutes left at this point. I should have submitted, because I think I would have got 8th if I did that, but I thought I would just manually try and go through this and get a few answers. Didn't get any, but it doesn't matter. So basically, in this question, we have access to certain corporate towers, but they vary each question. And we want to find the best placement for that tower. So as more towers unlock, we don't know which one will be best to place, and we need to figure that out. And the best one is that has the highest damage per cost. So all these questions in level 7 are linked. So if I place a tower, like in this example L13, I can't place a tower on L13 in any of the other questions, even if it was most optimal. So I did this one in a new tab. So let's add a new tab, and I'm going to replace these no's and yeses with 1s and 0s. So let's say replace yes with a 1. Then I want to gather all of my possible locations and information about these towers. So let's transpose this tower information. Then let's get all of our addresses. So let's say flatten this map. And we can't place towers on the path or on these. So I'm just going to put a X in here for now. On my flatten lambda, I have an argument to show empties. So let's include all the blanks because we want the blanks here. And let's say filter this, where this is not equal to X. And I need to move that up. So it's not equal to X, i.e. the final file, and it's also not equal to a 1. That not equal to 1, and I need to put some brackets in here. So that's all of our possible addresses. So let's copy that as values. I'm just going to delete this junk out for now, and move that across. So next up, let's figure out the damage per cost for all of these locations. So closest on map, we want map, and the start is here, and the steps is this range. And I'm just going to remove these X's because I don't want them showing up in my closest on map. I could use an argument in there to specify I want only 1s, but it doesn't matter. Let's take the first column, and let's sum it up. And then if it's an error, give us 0. So we need to do some locking here. So this is going to be locked to the column, this is going to be locked to the row. And if we drag that down, it's going to be all the cells that we can see. We need to multiply it by the damage locked to the row, and then divide by the total cost locked to the row. So if we now do that, that's going to be the metric that we want to kind of maximize on. Okay, so I'm going to start off by saying this, so what's available, multiplied by this, and let's lock that. So that's going to give us kind of only the columns where the thing is available. And then the idea here is to basically find out what the maximum value is for each row, and then return the address where it's the maximum value, but exclude all addresses we've been to already. So I'm actually going to start here, and this is going to be, let's put this in as the answer. So first year analysts, and let's put L13 here. So let's say let numbers be that. Next up, let's say addresses be this. And then our filter criteria, I'll call it filter, is where we haven't been to the address before. So let's say is error X match the addresses in here. And we're going to lock that first column. So right now, if I just say fill the filter, that's going to give us trues and falses, but it's going to eliminate L13. So if I just look for L13 to check that's working, you'll see here we get this false is slightly offset, but that will be the false where L13 is. Then we can say our max damage M is by row, by row nums max. So let's just show you what that looks like. M, so that's going to be how much damage we can do for each of the locations. Now let's filter those things down. So let's say filter the max damage where our filter criteria is true, so where we haven't been before. And then I'm going to say biggest, so I want to get the biggest of those numbers and return filter the addresses where we haven't been before, so our filter criteria fill. So that is going to give us the location where we can do the max damage. So let's actually put that there, and then let's say, I'm just going to move over here for a second, I'm going to say xlookup U18 in here and return here. And we get all the damages across. We then want to do that multiplied by these things to cancel out the ones that are not available to us. And then we want to look up biggest in here and return the name. So let's say biggest from that range, return the name here. And I've made this too big, so that's what's wrong there. And there's our first year analyst. And we should be able to drag that down and say equals this and a semicolon and this. And I haven't tried this question before, so hopefully that's right. It is not, so I suspect it's probably some locked cell thing. Yep, okay, so let's lock this. So that should help. And then anything here not locked. Yep, we need whatever is purple to be locked. So there's our addresses. And then hopefully that's right. Let's have a look. Yay, okay. Is that all of them done? Yeah, nice, okay. Great case. I love the humour here. This is definitely my favourite case so far. I don't know how live I can learn to speed up, because I went pretty smoothly here, just didn't get this question out. Had a good method after time, but I'd say this took me about 10 minutes in isolation after the real case. So I need to save 10 minutes somewhere. But yeah, that's it. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.